The Department of Homeland Security now taking extra steps to keep ICE agents in Minneapolis safe following last week's deadly shooting by an agent. How the Trump administration is working to keep lawmakers from visiting ICE facilities unannounced and how it's defending the decision.
Supervisors of Fresno County are sounding the alarm on Proposition 36, raising some concerns about lack of funding from state leaders.
If the state of California could just offer up a few $1 million to us, it would allow us to prosecute individuals who are repeat offenders and fall within Prop 36 more easily.
Why local leaders are calling for the state budget to be revised and why the governor's office says the legislation is working just fine.
President Trump now touting a shift in the relationship between the U.S. and Venezuela. What the nation's interim president is now saying about working with the Trump administration and how this amicable outlook could fare well for President Trump's plans for Venezuela's oil.
And some places are starting the day off with a little bit of fog out there. You can see it getting ready to roll in here in the Fresno area. Coming up, we'll show you where that fog is most dense. A breakdown, a dense fog advisory for you to start the week.
You're watching Fox 26, and now, great day.
Good morning. Happy Monday. We begin this hour with a live look at Shasta Dam in Northern California. Things quite calm compared to last week when we could barely even make out what was behind there because there was so much mist, if you will, on that lens, but things looking calm and hopefully a calm start to this week. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. I'm Liz Gonzalez.
I'm Carl Cook.
And I'm Justin Willis. Thank you for starting your week with us. And you guys have a good weekend? Yeah, you did. You were on vacation.
I was on vacation. It's one of those things where it's like you want to be on vacation long enough where you don't remember your password.
Yeah.
I rememred it.
Okay. So you need a vacation from your vacation.
It's all right. It's all right.
Fun weekend of football, so it was exciting to be here.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to start off a little foggy today. So you had a great weekend, and now we're starting off with fog.
There we go.
Yeah, let's get your day planner going here and see what's happening out there. Right now, current conditions here, not terribly foggy in the Fresno area yet. But it is cold, 37 degrees outside right now. The winds are calm. The dew point's at 35. We'll be keeping an eye on that for you today. And once we're done with the fog there, it'll start to lift there, maybe about 10 o'clock or so, 44 degrees at that time. We'll get up to 53 at noon and then at 55 for you at 5. Should be plenty of sunshine for you this afternoon. But coming up next, we are expecting several days of fog for you to start each morning off this week. We'll break down today's dense fog advisory and let you know what's happening after that. Coming up.
We are learning more about a deadly 15-vehicle pileup Sunday morning along Highway 99 south of Fresno. The California Highway Patrol now says the dense fog may have been a contributing factor. Well, the crash happened around 9:15 along the southbound lanes of near North Avenue. The CHP says 17 vehicles, including a big rig, were involved in two separate crash sequences. It says during the initial crashes, a driver and passenger of one car got out. They were hit by another during another crash. Officers say that the driver was thrown over a guardrail and fell 40 feet down an embankment. She was found and quickly taken to an area hospital with major injuries, but they tell us that the passenger died at the scene. The CHP believes the two of them are married. Others who were hurt were taken to area hospitals, some on board a fax bus. Their conditions are not known at this time. Now, southbound lanes of Highway 99 remained closed through yesterday afternoon, but have since reopened. The Department of Homeland Security says that hundreds of federal agents are now being sent to Minneapolis to protect the agents who are already there. This deployment comes after an ICE agent shot and killed a woman, Renee Good, in that city last week. Saturday, DHS released a video of the moments leading up to that shooting. It shows other cars passing Good's vehicle on the street before agents approached her. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem defended her account of the shooting, telling CNN that Good blocked and attacked the agents.
The facts of the situation are that the vehicle was weaponized and it attacked the law enforcement officer. He defended himself and he defended those individuals around him.
We're also seeing new video of the shooting from the involved officers' perspective, and we do want to warn you that this may be difficult for some viewers to watch.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former veteran, veteran. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I said go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Oh!
The video taken on a cell phone by the ICE agent identified in court filings as Jonathan Ross shows him circling the vehicle as he and Renee Good exchange words. A person who's been identified as Good's partner can be heard speaking to the agent before appearing on camera. Ross's point of view shows him walking toward the passenger side of the car as Good's partner follows and continues speaking with them. Now, moments later, you can see Good begin to reverse as her partner tries to get in the locked car while the ICE agent makes his way to the front of the vehicle. Good is then seen turning the steering wheel before accelerating. In the brief moments the camera is pointed at the sky, Ross then opens fire, shooting Good in the head. President Trump and White House officials say that Ross was run over during the incident, but it remains unclear the extent of injuries he sustained, if any, from last week's shooting. The FBI is investigating. Meantime, the Trump administration is now tightening restrictions on members of Congress trying to visit ICE facilities. Lawmakers are now required to submit any visitation requests a week in advance. DHS Secretary Noem argues unannounced visits take time away from ICE agents, and she says lawmakers are only visiting for publicity. The new guidance was laid out in a memo made public Saturday. It was filed Thursday, a day after Good's death. Meantime, demonstrators are now demanding accountability following Good's death. According to one progressive activist group, more than 1,000 protests popped up in cities across the country over the weekend. Here in Fresno, hundreds stood shoulder to shoulder on the street protesting against ICE on yesterday. The protesters were made up of all ages, ranging from young children to people like Ruben Doggett, a man who is no stranger for fighting for change. And at 91, his convictions remain strong.
I was there on March 7th, 1965, when we marched across the Edmund Pettus Bridge on Bloody Sunday. I'm here to protest the Trump administration and all of the sycophants and acolytes who are associated with him, who are trying to take this country away from us. No matter how small or how insignificant you might think your vote or your voice is, you've got to protest.
Sunday's protests lasted about 2 hours.
Our time is 5:07 now, and here's a live look at Highway 41 at 198 in Lemoore, and you can see it is very foggy there. South Valley looking at some really thick fog at the moment here, and rightfully people driving very slow down there at the moment here. So look, if there's fog where you're going to want to take it easy here. Let's take a look at some visibilities around the rest of the valley. Now it's right now really the South Valley that is picking up there. Hanford, Lemoore looking at a quarter-mile visibility right now. Vicelia's half a mile there. Fresno, not much yet, but we could see things pick up as the sun comes up here. Right now, just 4 miles visibility here. Everybody else seems to be okay for now, but we'll continue to keep an eye on this fog as it develops for you this morning. In the meantime, there is a dense fog advisory for you in effect, which we'll talk about in a moment here. We do have some high pressure, though, on either side of the state here that is going to contribute to some warmer than usual afternoon temperatures. Usually supposed to be in the mid-50s. We're going to be in the upper 50s to low 60s today as that high pressure kind of hangs on. That'll kind of be the situation for us the next couple of days. As far as that dense fog advisory, it really stretches from Merced County all the way well into Kern County. It lasts until 11 o'clock this morning. The entire San Joaquin Valley could see visibilities at about a quarter mile or less in some places. So again, just that friendly reminder to slow down, use your low beams, give yourself plenty of time to get where you're going and plenty of distance between you and the car in front of you. Some other alerts for you might want to know about if you're heading out of town or coming back from it. We got a high surf advisory over along the coastline there. San Luis Obispo, Santa Barbara counties under this one in effect until 9 o'clock tomorrow, looking at 10 to 15 foot waves still over there. And then a wind advisory there for Southern California there along the Grapevine. Things can get a little dicey today. Also Orange County, Riverside, San Bernardino counties all affected by this in effect till 1 o'clock this afternoon. Very gusty winds in those regions there. Probably about 30, 40 mile an hour winds you can expect at sustained levels in those regions there. Next few days look like this though. Today we are at 60, tomorrow 61, 5-6 degrees above normal there for us to start the week off there, and we have fog each morning. Then Wednesday will be partly sunny and 58 degrees. Overnight lows are going to be in the upper 30s here in Fresno for the next few nights. All right, in just a little bit here, we'll take a look at the highs and lows for today across the rest of the San Joaquin Valley.
Time is now 5:09. While President Trump may now be seeing eye to eye with Venezuela's interim president, the same cannot be said for one top oil executive. Why the CEO of ExxonMobil is now questioning the president's push for U.S. companies to invest in Venezuela's oil.
The Chuck Chansey Skycam, sponsored by Chuck Chansey Gold Resort and Casino.
And here's a live look at downtown Fresno. As Justin mentioned, some of the fog may be starting to settle in here in the valley. 37 degrees right now. You can find new headlines as well as weather forecast on your screen all morning long, even through the commercial break.
Hi, I'm Monty Torres of Fox 26 News on YouTube. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel, where we have loads of great content for you to choose from. And while you're here, why not click on the subscribe button right here? That way you can stay in touch with all the latest breaking news, everything news related within the Central Valley. And thank you for watching.